I'm afraid the terrorists at Hamas did not consult me where they are on their negotiations and the impact that might have on the market, for instance. The Chinese didn't tell me they were about to launch DeepSeek. Okay, so we're not trying to trade each one of those. That's what traders do. We're not in that business. We're in the investing business. Equally, we're not going to pick market bottoms and market tops because that's gambling, right? So I just wanted to show you all of that. We're going to avoid the noise, and I'll explain that in more detail. But you're going to keep hearing more and more of these scary headlines. We're going to be in the business of ignoring headlines. We're going to be looking at the individual stocks and average prices and when to get out, or whether, as normally is the case, to stay in. 2022 is when we exited the market. Also this year, I think it was March time, exited for a couple of months because, April, May, a couple of months, because it looked like it might be like 2022. The price to be paid for exiting is the insurance premium if you possibly have to buy back more expensive later. If the house doesn't burn down. If it burns down, you get to buy back cheaper. Well, you tell me. If the house doesn't burn down and you pay your insurance premium, do you feel stupid? I don't mind. So I'm going to tell you what my wife and son got back into first. They got in before me because I put them into the lifeboats first, and we'll go into what they own. Fear headlines. So ignore those. Copper all-time highs. I'm not going to be gambling on copper. Anybody who's going to ask me about either Bitcoin or copper, sorry, I'm not going to be doing it. I used to write speeches for a dear friend of mine. He was the chairman of the London Metal Exchange, Lord Baggery. And the London Metal Exchange does, I think, about 98% of metals trading around the world. Britain is the world leader on metals trading. Forget London Stock Exchange, metals trading, we rule the world. So the London Metal Exchange. So Lord Baggery is a copper man. I mean, he's passed away now. And Metdist was a major company he owned, and they produced metal. They took copper and tubing out of Malaysia and so on, but lived in London, Regent's Park, Ionic Villa. It's the two big properties next to the mosque in Regent's Park. There's one right next to it, and there's the one next to it, and they at one time were the most expensive residences in the UK. Anyway, copper for them, he would often say to me over the last 25 odd years, but sometimes traded like it was gold, ridiculous price levels. And it's a function of not just the supply and demand, which the metal exchange and would try and control, of course, and try and match, but also all the other crazy stuff. I'm not going to be gambling on copper. I know it's all-time highs. You're going to hear a lot more about it. Not really bothered. Tariffs. He's talking a lot about tariffs at the moment. Here's the good thing about investing. You can ignore most things. You can read and watch the news like Warren Buffett